We understood that reference. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Avengers Endgame callbacks. For this list, we're looking at the moments from Avengers Endgame that harken back to previous moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Naturally, there will be spoilers for everything up until and including Endgame. Number 10. Teen Harley, Iron Man 3.
You're a mechanic, right?
Right.
You said so.
Yes, I did.
Why don't you just build something?
The funeral of Tony Stark offers several callbacks to previous films, including Tony's first arc reactor placed on his reef. One of the more puzzling for some was the appearance of a teenage boy, whom many viewers had trouble placing. This is actually Harley Keener, the young boy who helped Tony out during the events of Iron Man 3 in locating the Mandarin.
Harley, where is he really?
Just look on the screen and tell me where it is.
It does say Miami, Florida.
Tony's bond with Harley was the first glimpse we got into Tony's unconventional, if sweet, interactions with kids, something that's further explored with his daughter in Endgame.
You like going in the garage, huh? So does Daddy. Ugh. It's fine, actually. Mom never wears anything I buy her.
Seeing Harley again also helps hit home how many lives Tony touched before his death. Number 9. Quill's Walkman Dance, Guardians of the Galaxy. The first Guardians of the Galaxy film distinguished itself from comic book movies that came before it with its prominent featuring of classic pop music.
Companion, what were you retrieving? You're an imbecile.
This feature is first put on display with an early scene in which an adult Peter Quill is shown on an alien world listening to and singing along with Redbone's Come and Get Your Love on a Walkman music player. This iconic scene is revisited in Avengers Endgame thanks to time travel. Except in this case, we see Quill from the outside as War Machine and Nebula observe him singing to himself in a great comedic moment.
So he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Number 8. Cheeseburgers, Iron Man.
In captivity for 3 months, there are 2 things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger. And the other
That's enough of that.
is not what you think. I want you to call for a press conference now.
One of the earliest callbacks on our list happens near the film's end. Following Tony Stark's funeral, Tony's right-hand man Happy Hogan sits with Tony's daughter Morgan and asks if she needs anything.
You hungry?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
Cheeseburgers?
When she tells him she wants cheeseburgers, Happy recalls that her father liked cheeseburgers too, and that he'll get her as many as she wants.
I'm gonna get you all the cheeseburgers you want.
Okay.
This harkens back to the first Iron Man movie, where the first thing Tony asked for after escaping his imprisonment was an American cheeseburger, which Happy delivered on.
Hogan,
What on
drive.
earth for?
Cheeseburger first.
It's a sweet character moment and a great callback.
You had to have a burger, yeah?
Well, come on.
You get me one of those?
There's only one left.
Number 7. Steve and Peggy's Dance, Captain America, the First Avenger.
Women aren't exactly lining up to dance with the guy they might step on.
You must have danced.
Steve Rogers may begin his life as a skinny kid from Brooklyn, but even before he got his super serum-fueled powers, he caught the eye of Peggy Carter.
Figured I'd wait.
For what?
Right partner.
The two of them form a mutual attraction over the course of Captain America's World War II campaign, with their banter often returning to the subject of dancing.
I might, even when this is all over, go dancing.
Then what are we waiting for?
The right partner.
Something they apparently missed out on since Cap ended up being frozen for 70 years.
Peggy.
I'm here.
You're gonna need a rain check on that dance.
And Peggy dies after he returns. However, the ending of Avengers Endgame reveals that Cap used time travel to return to the past to live out his life with Peggy, getting that dance and much more after all. Number 6. I Went for the Head, Avengers Infinity War.
His head was over there, his body over there, and what was the point? I was too late.
Thor experiences many losses during his time in the MCU, losing both his parents, his home, half of his people, and even his evil brother. It's these last two that made him hate Thanos with a passion and pushed him to go to extraordinary lengths to find a way to kill the Titan during Avengers Infinity War. However, when the moment finally comes, Thor fails to kill Thanos with his new axe, with the Conqueror telling him that he should have gone for the head.
You should have gone for the head.
This allows Thanos to make the snap and kill half of all life in the universe. When the Avengers regroup and go after Thanos to fittingly avenge the dead, Thor unceremoniously decapitates Thanos, taking the villain's advice.
What did you do?
I went for the head.
Number 5. On your left, Captain America the Winter Soldier.
On your left.
On my left. Got it.
Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers become friends through relatively normal circumstances, at least as far as the MCU goes. Both enjoy running in Washington, D.C., and Steve manages to lap Sam several times, telling him on your left as he passes to Sam's annoyance.
Don't say it. Don't you say it.
On your left.
Come on!
Steve even throws the line to Sam when he wakes up in the hospital after their battle against Hydra.
On your left.
Although Sam dies in Thanos' snap, he makes a triumphant return in Avengers Endgame, along with many others, but more on that later, and announces himself to Steve with on your left.
Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
Number 4. Cap in the elevator with Hydra, Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
One of the most memorable scenes from Captain America's second solo movie sees him battle around a dozen Hydra agents in an elevator in a tense and exciting fight scene. Endgame calls back, or maybe forward to the scene when Cap goes back in time to 2012 and enters an elevator with several of the same Hydra agents who are still undercover as S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Captain, I thought you were coordinating search and rescue.
Change of plans.
Steve pretends to be from Hydra to get them to hand over the Infinity Stones he needs, which is also a reference to a comic storyline where Cap is a brainwashed Hydra agent.
Hail Hydra.
While the fight itself isn't recreated, Steve does get to face off against himself, which offers another great callback to his mantra of persistence.
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
Number 3. Avengers Assemble, Avengers Age of Ultron. The second Avengers film concludes with a new group of Avengers congregating to begin training together. Just before the credits roll, Captain America almost says this line.
Avengers!
Which is a famous catchphrase from the Marvel Comics. Although fans balked at it being cut off at the time, the wait was definitely worth it, since Cap finally gets the chance to deliver it in Endgame.
Avengers!
Assemble.
The line occurs right when he's joined in the battle against Thanos and his forces by his fellow Avengers and other allies in one of the most impressively spectacular battles we've ever seen on screen. We still get chills no matter how many times we've seen it. Number 2, I knew it! Avengers Age of Ultron.
Whosoever be he worthy shall have the power.
Whatever, man, it's a trick.
Please be my guest.
Despite being an iconic part of Thor's power set, his hammer, Mjolnir, can be wielded by more than just him, provided that they have the strength of character to be worthy of it.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Early in the second Avengers film, most of the team attempts to pick it up. None of the crew manages to even budge it except for Captain America, who definitely shifts it but gives up when Thor looks worried.
Nothing.
During Endgame, Thanos has Thor at his mercy when Mjolnir begins to rise and then flies into Cap's hand, prompting Thor to exclaim,
I knew it.
Because, of course, if anyone was going to be worthy, it would be Steve Rogers. And seeing him use it to go toe-to-toe with Thanos is awesome. Wow, honestly, this is my favorite storytelling device. I love how you need to know the franchise really well to get it all, but if you do, the payoff is huge. And the payoff for number 1 is epic, emotional, and, let's face it, inevitable. So let's check out some honorable mentions before we get to our top callback from Endgame.
Right.
Well done.
They said that it was a matter of national security, that Cap needed help.
Cap?
Captain America, Captain Cap. It's what we call him. If you're a friend. Maybe 10 minutes.
Get it started. We'll get the stones to you.
We're on it, Cap.
We haven't met yet. I'm Clint.
I don't care.
Clint! Give it to me.
Activating instant kill.
No. I don't want to kill anybody.
Activate instant kill!
You got hard, kid. Where you from?
Queens?
Brooklyn.
Somebody help!
Hey, Queens. Heads up.
Don't do anything stupid until I get back.
How can I? Taking all the stupid with you. Don't do anything stupid till I get back.
How can I? You're taking all this stupid with you.
Not quite at the end yet. Almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1. I am Iron Man. Iron Man. The person who most defined the MCU is arguably Tony Stark. His first film kicked off the massive franchise with a bang. The ending of the MCU's freshman film sees Tony throw out the script prepared by S.H.I.E.L.D. to keep his secret identity and admit that he's a superhero to the press.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
It's an iconic line and one that Tony affirms several times afterwards. But its greatest use occurs during the climax of Endgame, which sees Thanos once again possess the Infinity Stones and poised to snap his fingers after confronting Tony, claiming,
I am inevitable.
However, Tony reveals that he took the stones for himself, replying,
And I am Iron Man.
before snapping his fingers to defeat Thanos and his armies. It's a fantastic, if sad moment, and the ultimate MCU callback. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.